Hello everyone, Cheryl Hickok with Rose and Womble Realty here. Going to talk to you about the ins and outs of flipping a house. Stay tuned. So flipping a house, boy, if that's not a great topic to talk about in the real estate world, because many people think they can do it. Some people try it, some people succeed, some people extremely fail. And the biggest thing I would probably say in regards to that is a couple of things, actually. Let me take that back. Because the first and foremost thing is to make sure that you are in an area where it makes sense to actually flip a house. In our market right now, or if you can actually find one, because inventory is so low that flipping is becoming an old age thing right now. You must first and foremost do an inspection of the property to figure out, what your costs are going to be. It's very important to make sure that you talk with the agent as well, because we are the experts on knowing to make sure that you don't over improve or under improve, because that is typically one of the biggest things that people have a tendency to do when they think you're going to flip a house, because they also try to make it as if they want how they want it to look, or they've watched way too much shows on TV that make them think that they can do it and that it's easy and it's going to be a good job and they're going to make a lot of money, when in reality it's more like the house that you get that should have been condemned instead of rehabbed. So the formula is very crucial in knowing how much you can spend and what your return on investment is going to be with that. The other thing is, some people use hard money lenders, some people use equity lines of credits, which means you have a lot of carrying costs. So those carrying costs have to be in that formula as well. Then right now, the biggest issue is, one, again, having a property. Two, getting materials, because the cost of building materials are up, the cost of appliances are up. And I would say three, the biggest thing, which is a nightmare for any of us at this point, is the fact that getting a contractor that will, one, be available, two, show up, three, get the job done in a timely manner that it's going to make sense for you to be able to flip the house and still make a profit. Because that right now, the cost of things is what is a challenge for most of us in the market when people want to flip a house. And you can pretty much ask any flipper that does it for a living. They have a formula of what the criteria is to be able to make a very good return on investment on flipping a house. I also know that if you are a buyer and you are going to buy a flipped house, that you definitely better make sure that you have an agent with you, because we have seen nightmares, and I just have way too many stories for that we don't even have time to go through on this video about how bad a flipped house can be. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to give you one. So we go to sell a house, picture perfect, the typical granite countertops, cherry cabinets, hardwood floors, stainless steel appliances, beautiful tile, bathroom fixtures are grand. And then she does the home inspection to find out that, and this is something a home inspector is not allowed to do, but had to do, which was say, I highly recommend you do not buy this house. You heard me, do not buy the house. And he actually put that in writing, because the entire crawl space and up the walls into the attic was eaten and infested with termites. So the house was literally going to fall down eventually with all these beautiful things inside. So that's what you have to make sure that you do not get, and why you should have a realtor and do a home inspection is crucial, whether you are buying it or not. Even if it's an investor buying it, you must have a home inspection. One, because you got to determine what the costs are going to be for you to be able, in what you have to invest. So the other thing is, again, making sure that you can have the contractors already lined up. Don't start the project without the contractors lined up and ready to hit the ground running, because that can be costly. Again, because they do not typically have where they don't have a concept of expecting the unexpected, because whenever you open up a wall, you can expect that there's something going to be there that you did not plan. Hopefully not a dead body, though. That's what I'm going to say there. Great if you find money, not a dead body. So that was probably one of the things that I think people don't pay attention to, is expecting the unexpected on that. And if you're going to do this for a living, you must again make sure I personally feel that if you can make anywhere between $10,000 or up to $100,000 on flipping a property, then do it. Because right now, if you can make $10,000 on one right now, by all means do it, because the first thing is trying to find the property, because inventory is extremely low. So in theory, I would say before you go to buy a house, or before you think that you want to get into real estate flipping, learn the nightmares first. So if you do decide you want to flip, don't flip out. Call me instead, and my contact information is below. Okay, so make sure you like or subscribe, because there's plenty more to come.